It's time for Wenatchee and Eastmont Unified Basketball on the NCW Life Channel. High school sports on the NCW Life Channel is brought to you by the Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. TC Slingers, they'll place the material for you. Confluence Health, Wenatchee's premier treatment center. Les Schwab Tires in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee. The Windmill Restaurant in Wenatchee. And the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club. Now let's go courtside to the Eastmont High School Gymnasium and NCW Life Sports Director Eric Granstrom.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Eastmont High School as we have a very special event coming your way right here on the NCW Life Channel. I'm Eric Granstrom to bring you the coverage of unified basketball. It's Eastmont, it's Wenatchee, it's a rivalry no matter what you have on the court, and we're going to have some very special athletes here tonight. As Eastmont and Wenatchee, they get very few chances to get out here and play unified basketball. They've got 4 or 5 games depending on which team you talk about. But what's great about this is that you have the entire student bodies that show up for this. You have the varsity basketball and other varsity sports that come out and cheer on their team, whether it's Eastmont or Wenatchee. As you can hear, we've got the band going on in the background, and we're going to talk to the coaches of these two special teams as we continue on here from Eastmont High School. It's unified basketball coming your way next on the NCW Life Channel. Our pregame show continues here on the NCW Life Channel. Now time to talk to the coaches, and our coaches interview brought to you by TC Slingers. No matter the material, they'll place it for you, so forget the wheelbarrows and the rakes. Go to TC Slingers and have them place the material. Along with Kevin Reister and Megan, I want to get it right, Gehring. We've got the coaches here. Now, Megan, you're a new face to us from last year, correct?
I am.
Okay, so tell me about your involvement with Eastmont.
This is my second year coaching the life skills, or teaching the life skills. This is my first year coaching.
Okay, all right. So how did you get involved with this, doing the coaching thing for basketball?
Well, I've coached basketball before, and they needed a coach, and I wanted my kids to be able to play. So.
This is a really neat opportunity, especially here at Eastmont, with all the kids showing up and all the other varsity athletes showing up to support the kids, isn't it?
It is amazing. I went to the game last year and was overwhelmed by how awesome it was, so I'm really excited.
Well, Kevin, you're back again this year with Wenatchee. Tell me about the preparation that goes in for this first game for both of your teams.
Oh, we've been hard at it two times a week, about an hour and a half, shooting baskets, trying to learn how to dribble, but we're over it. We're on it.
So I know you don't have very many games, about 4 or 5, depending on which team you're on, but these kids work really hard to be here, don't they?
They all work very hard, and my helpers are just wonderful this year. I couldn't be blessed with better helpers.
Now, let's talk about the helpers real quick. I know they make a huge difference for you, don't they?
They do. They make a lot of difference. They relate to the kids, and they enjoy being out here just as much. So it's great.
Well, those are the coaches. We're going to get the teams on the announcement for the starting lineups and get you ready for unified basketball coming up next on the NCW Life Channel. Welcome back again here to Eastmont High School as we get ready for this very special night here with unified basketball. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCW Life Channel. Thanks again for both coaches for joining us here on the pregame show. And our pregame interview brought to you by TC Slingers. No more need for wheelbarrows, shovels, or rakes. They place the material for you at TC Slingers. Kevin Reister and Megan Gehring, the head coaches for Wenatchee and Eastmont respectively. The Wenatchee assistant is John Springer. We know John very well, of course. And let's get to the starting lineups here tonight for this very special basketball game. Now, how does it work? Well, we have I believe it's a 20-minute half, 2 20-minute halves. And the clock continues to run until 5 minutes. They'll stop the clock and they'll change the lineups. There are 2 helpers on the floor along with 3 special players. These players out here have worked very hard. They are enrolled in high school for Eastmont or Wenatchee. And here are your lineups. First of all, for the Wenatchee Panthers Unified Basketball team, getting the start, Gavin Zufall, who is a senior. Also starting along with Gavin is Chase Alley, a senior, and Peyton Keeler, also a senior. The helpers on the floor for Wenatchee to start will be Kate Springer and Jared Bishop. The rest of the lineup for the Wenatchee Panthers includes Mason McCray. I'll get you all the players here. Haley Wall, Daniel George, Max Hunter, Grace Van Well, and Christian Cruz. The helpers for Wenatchee are Ellie Toth, Jaden Griggs, Dalton Thomas, Mason Brown, and Elizabeth Chavilicek. So that's the lineup for the Wenatchee Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Eastmont Wildcats, their starters announced by Megan Gehring: Jenny Ramos Garcia, Orlando Anguiano. Ramos Garcia, by the way, a senior, so too is Anguiano. Also getting the start, Luis Prado. He is a sophomore. The helpers to start for Eastmont are Andrew Henney. He wears number 20, and Calvin Hansen wears number 41. The rest of the lineup for Coach Gehring here is Zach Beasley wears number 0. Emily Hensley wears number 4. Eric Card is number 11. Gabby Seha is 13. Tanner Cornett is 15. Leo Soto Gallardo is number 22. And Cooper Young is number 40. The rest of the helpers for Eastmont: Isaac Carter, Brendan Howard, Alan Huff, and Jordan Jones. So there you go. Those are the lineups as we have the Eastmont student body out here getting ready for the entrance of the Eastmont team. We also have, let's see, around the floor here, of course, the Eastmont band is here. The Wenatchee players also, along with the Wenatchee cheerleaders, getting ready for the entrance of the Wenatchee players. So hopefully no collisions. And we'll listen to the public address announcing here to introduce, here they come, the Wenatchee Panthers. And we will be at Wenatchee High School here in a couple of weeks for the rematch of this game between Wenatchee and Eastmont. Last but not least, we have the coaches coming out, Kevin Reister and John Springer. And now we're waiting the entrance of the Eastmont Wildcats. There they come through the banner. Oh, nice job breaking the banner. And the band plays. High fives all around for all the players as they enter Eastmont Gymnasium. Big crowd on hand for Unified Basketball tonight. So every 5 minutes, we'll stop the clock, get new players on the floor, new helpers on the floor for both clubs. We do keep score. They have a chance for postseason here, by the way. There is the Unified District Tournament at Moses Lake High School coming up on January 28th. And so they're working towards that. Next up for both teams, coming up this weekend on Saturday, the Ephrata Unified Round Robin, with Ephrata hosting that event. And then Wenatchee as a home game versus Ephrata on the 18th of January. That same date, Eastmont will host Moses Lake. And then the rematch on January 25th. It is Wenatchee hosting Eastmont at Wenatchee High School. We'll be there for that one here as well on the NCW Life Channel. Our coverage of Unified Basketball tonight brought to you by Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Take a walk on the wild side. The Wenatchee Valley YMCA for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. That is the Wenatchee Valley YMCA. Also by the Windmill Restaurant and Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club. We've got Jay Seebeck and Michael Price on the cameras tonight. I'll be here courtside, and we might try to grab a few folks along the way. Our officials for tonight, the athletic directors for both schools. We have Jim Beeson, the athletic director from Wenatchee High School, and Russ Waterman, the athletic director for Eastmont High School. Our officials for tonight, and next up will be our national anthem. And as soon as we get that, we'll get ready for some basketball here tonight on the NCW Life Channel. Of course, they're going to announce the lineups too, so we're not going to go away as they announce the lineups here and the starters and the non-starters for both clubs. So we got to get that on camera as well.
Now be announcing our lineups for the Panthers and then for your Eastmont Wildcats. First, from Wenatchee, number 1, Jake Mayer. Number 2, Mason McRae. Number 3, Ellie Tuff. Number 5, Gavin Zuhal. Number 34, Jaden Griggs. Number 10, Kate Springer. Number 11, Jared Bishop. Number 12, Haley Wall. Number 21, Danielle George. Number 21, Dalton Thomas. Number 22, Mason Brown. Number 24, Elizabeth Shevlicek. Number 25, Chase Allen. Number 30, Peyton Keeler. Number 32, Max Hunter. Number 44, Grace Van Well. And number 45, Christian Cruz.
So there you go with the Wenatchee lineup, and now the Eastmont
And it's time
Wildcats.
for your Eastmont Wildcats. Number 0, Zach Beasley. Number 1, Jenny Ramos Garcia. Number 2, Orlando Anguiano. Number 3, Isaac Carter. Number 4, Emily Hensley. Number 5, Brendan Howard. Number 11, Eric Carr. Number 12, Alan Huff. Number 13, Gabby Seha. Number 15, Tanner Cornett. Number 20, Andrew Hannon. Number 21, Megan Buholtz. Number 22, Leo Soto Gallardo. Number 40, Cooper Young. Number 41, Calvin Hansen. And number 43, Luis Trejo.
There you go. Those are the lineups. We've got our national anthem coming up next. We'll take a break and come back and get you unified basketball with a tip-off next on the NCW Life Channel. Just about ready for basketball here on the NCW Life Channel on this very special occasion. Thank you for joining us for Unified Basketball. It's Eastmont, it's Wenatchee, it's the rivalry, no matter what sport it is. I'm Eric Grandstrom with your play-by-play tonight. Again, our officials, Jim Beeson and Russ Waterman. Starters for both ball clubs, Gavin Zufall, Kate Springer, Jared Bishop, Jace Alley, and Peyton Keeler for the Wenatchee Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Eastmont Wildcats, it's Jenny Ramos Garcia, Orlando Anguiano, Andrew Henney, Calvin Hansen, and Luis Prado. Those are the lineups in their first games of this year for Unified Basketball. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCW Life Channel, as we'll bring the contestants out. Eastmont in the Columbia blue with trimmed in red and white with the red numbers on the back, the red Eastmont on the front of the jerseys. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers in the purple, trimmed in white with Wenatchee white lettering across the front of the jerseys. Okay, no problem. Jim Beeson telling us every 5 minutes they're going to stop the clock and change the lineups no matter where we are with the game. We've got two 25-minute halves, so it's a 25-minute half as they set the clock here and get ready to go. And Wenatchee will have Peyton Keeler out there jumping it up. And Andrew Henney, I believe, is doing the jump for Eastmont as Jim Beeson has the whistle in hand, the ball in hand. The crowd ready to go, score clock ready to go. We're ready to go on the NCW Life Channel for Unified Basketball here tonight. And the tip is handled by Eastmont. Nearly stealing the ball away for Wenatchee was Chase Alley, but down the lane, down the left side with a shot off the mark, but an offensive rebound. He's trying to get his put back up. Oh, it's blocked out of bounds. Chase Alley putting the big swipe on it, goes out of bounds. It's out to Eastmont. Just underway in the running clock here in this first 5 minutes. Again, every 5 minutes they'll stop the clock. Eastmont will inbound the ball as the helper will do it. I think that's Calvin Hansen in there. And he'll get it into the hands of Jenny Ramos Garcia. She wants to shoot it in tight, so she'll take the shot off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound offensive, though. And they're going to feed it outside for a little passing here for Eastmont. Orlando Anguiano shoots a long distance shot off the mark, no good. Rebound to Wenatchee. So the Panthers helper will bring the ball across the midcourt stripe. They'll go right side with it. And now top of the key. And Chase Alley with it now. Defense comes out on her. So they'll pass it off to their helper. That's Kate Springer with the ball. Now a pass down low. And a close-in shot on the way. Rims off the back of the iron. No good for Peyton Keeler. But the rebound comes back to him. Shot on the way. A little bit too strong. And Eastmont on the weak side rebound. As the helper out there, Calvin Hansen, about 6'6". Dribbling the ball up against the defense. Passes off to his teammate. And the ball into the hands of Jenny Ramos Garcia. Way out beyond the three-point arc. And she'll pass it off. And it's into the hands of Luis Prado. Prado down the lane, shoots the shot, rims out, no good. Got his own rebound, though. Here's a strong put back, a little bit too strong. And they're going to give him one more chance here. And he'll shoot it one more time. It's good! Luis Prado with the two for Eastmont. Eastmont on top 2-0. Good dribble up the floor by Chase Alley here. She's going to shoot it from 13 feet, missed the shot. Offensive rebound, though. They're going to hand it off to Keeler. Peyton's going to shoot it from the left side. Rims it, won't fall. Alley's going to get one more chance for the Wenatchee Panthers. The defense comes. They direct traffic. Her shot, a little bit too strong. Got it back again. Shot up again. No good. Who's going to get it this time? Peyton Keeler going to get one more chance here for Wenatchee. Eastmont ready to rebound, though. Here comes the defense. He shoots and scores! Peyton Keeler with the first bucket as we have our first tie of the ball game at 2-all. Couple of minutes away from our first substitution as they'll get the ball into the hands of the driver here. Down the lane he goes. And a shot on the way, off the mark, no good. And I believe that is, it is Andrew Henney with the shot on the score! Andrew Henney for two from the right side in the corner. It's a 4-2 lead for the Eastmont Wildcats. Minute 46 until our first Change of the lineups here for both teams. Chase Alley brings the ball up the floor. Alley stops, feeds off to a helper. They'll feed it inside. Here's a wide open look for Gavin Zufall. It's good! Gavin Zufall with the bucket ties the game at 4. Our second tie here with 1:20 to go in this first transition opportunity. Andrew Hitty had the ball stolen away by Zufall. Here he goes back the other way. Let's see if he's going to take it coast to coast. He's looking for some help. He'll stop and pop. It's on the way. Good! Gavin Zufall, 4 points, and for the first time, Wenatchee leads in the ball game. Couple of ties, one lead change. We'll get one more maybe transition opportunity here for Eastmont before we get our first timeout and a substitution. Defense comes, so they'll pass it off, will Eastmont, to Luis Prado. Prado already with a bucket in this one. Dribbling well against the defense. Comes out beyond the perimeter. Top of the key he goes. Zufall trying to get in there and steal that ball away. He'll stop it and try to feed it off to a helper. The ball loose, and Prado comes up with it. 27 seconds left in this 5-minute span. Now the drive by Ramos Garcia. Underneath the rack, she needs to back up just a little bit. She'll shoot it from there. In close, it's off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Chase Alley. Alley brings it across the midcourt stripe. Stops, looking for help. Now looking for help. We're going to direct traffic for a helper. Going to feed it way down low. Here's the drive. The kickoff to Peyton Keeler. He'll shoot it from the left side. A little bit too strong. No good. Rebound to Zufall. Look out. He's a shooter. And good. Gavin Zufall with 6 points. And we've got our first stoppage of play and our first substitutions. 8-4. Wenatchee on top here in the early going. So now we'll see who we have coming into the game for each club here. All right, for Wenatchee, looks like that Christian Cruz has come in. He's wearing number 45. Jake Barrett is in there. He wears number 1. Also looks like Grace Van Well is in for the Wenatchee Panthers. The helpers out there now, Mason Brown, along with Jaden Griggs. So that's the lineup for Wenatchee. Out there now for Eastmont, they've got Megan Buchholz. Megan Buchholz out there, along with Eric Card. Now, Eric Card, I recognize him from last year. He's a shooter. You got to watch out for that guy. Oh, the ball stolen away. Back the other way comes Christian Cruz. Cruz going to stop and pop from the free throw line. Rims won't fall. Rebound picked up by Eastmont. As it was Eric Card in there. Eric runs it down the floor. Getting back on defense is Cruz. Card's going to take the shot. Good! The drive, the bucket. Eric Card for 2. It's 8-6. Eastmont trails it by 2. Wenatchee back in transition. They want to get Jake Barrett a shot here. Jake's coming up, getting some help from Mason Brown. They're going to direct traffic, set him up here in his favorite spot. Jake Baird inside the lane, about 7 feet away. It's so loud in here, Jake's trying to hear what Mr. Brown's telling him. Mason says, all right, take that shot. So here we go. Jake Baird going to shoot the 2, the 5'6" senior. Right-handed shot on the way. Good! Wow, that was impressive. 10-6. Jake Baird with the bucket. It's a 10-6 ball game. Wenatchee on top, but back the other way quickly comes Eric Card. Eric's not afraid to shoot it. He'll drive the lane, stop and pop from there. A little bit too strong. The rebound picked up by their helper, Isaac Carter. He'll feed it back to Card. Shot off the window and through. It's good. Card with 4 points off the bench. It's a 10-8 ball game. Wenatchee on top. All right, here comes Jaden Griggs bringing the ball across the timeline. Going to find one of their helpers, and they'll get it down low to Grace Van Well. Grace stops. She'll shoot it from there. A little bit too strong. They're going to get the rebound back to her and see if they can crank it up again for Grace Van Well. For the left side, it's a little too far. Jaden Griggs, though, hustles after the rebound. She'll pass it back out top to Christian Cruz. He'll stop and pop from the corner. It's off the mark, no good. But another offensive rebound for Wenatchee. So another chance for Van Well. She'll get close. Oh, my gosh. Throws it a little too strong. And so it'll be out to Eastmont here as we wind our way through the first half of this unified basketball game between Wenatchee and Eastmont. Back there inbounding the ball for the Wildcats will be Gabby Seha. Seha with a big smile on her face will get it into their helper, Isaac Carter. Carter will bring it across the midcourt strike. It's a happy night all the way around. Carter looking for his teammates. He's going to feed it inside to Card. He'll turn around, shoot it from the paint, and good! Eric Carter with 6 off the bench. We're tied at 10. Our third tie of the first half. Quickly back the other way, Christian Cruz. The 5'10 senior stops from the free throw line. Shoots it from there. Bank shot won't go. Card with a rebound. Look out. He'll run it. Cruz getting back on defense, though. Card up the left sidelines. He'll take it all the way to the rack. Stop. Wait. The defense flies by him, and he misses the shot just barely. Cruz battling for the rebound. Tracks it down in the corner. Nice job by Christian Cruz. He wants to dribble it himself. Brings it across the timeline. He'll stop and shoot it from the free throw line. Off the mark. No good. Rebound. It's Eastmont. Back the other way come the Wildcats. All tied at 10. Minute and a half away from our next transition. Here's a shot inside, close, off to the mark. No good for Megan Buchholz. And the rebound, though, is to Eastmont. So here we go. They're bringing it in tight. And the shot from the paint, off the mark, no good. So close. One more opportunity here for Tanner Cornett. And it's just off again. But Eric Card gets the offensive rebound. He'll put it back up and in. Card with 8 points for Eastmont, and our second lead change of the game gives the Wildcats a 12-10 lead. But I think Christian Cruz is going to have another say about that. He'll shoot it from the top of the key. It's off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound to Mason Brown. He's going to give it up to Jake Baird. Jake's going to come into his favorite spot in the paint. Eye the bucket. Defense comes on him. Now he's going to line up that right-handed shot. Jake, very, very concentrated effort. Eric Card coming in to apply the defense. Jake Baird says, hang on, I'm going to make this shot. Good! Jake Baird with the big smile. Eric Card back the other way. Quickly he comes. The shot of the way is good. 10 points for Eric Card. It's a 14-12 Eastmont lead. Back and forth we go. We've had 4 ties, 2 lead changes. For Wenatchee, it's Grace Van Well doing a great job bouncing that basketball. She dribbles it up, gets a little help from her helper. Now let's see if she can make the shot. It's off the mark, too good. Offensive rebound, though. Back to Grace. She's going to shoot it in tight, and it's good! Grace Van Well with her first point, and we're now to our next transition where they'll substitute outs, bring new players on the floor, all tied at 14. Appreciate you watching this unified basketball game here on the NCW Life Channel. We're going to take a break and come back after the substitutions from Eastmont High School right after this timeout. All right, let's see if we can get the substitutions here for you. I don't know if everybody's ready to go or not, but they whistled, and the ball is in play. All right, for Eastmont, Alan Huff out there as a helper. They've got Zach Beasley. In fact, they're going to hand the ball to him, see if Zach can get a chance to get on the scoreboard here. As we're tied at 14, and we're 14 and a half minutes left here of the first half. Zach eyeing it from underneath. Going to try to shoot it here. Discussing how the approach will be to Alan Huff, his helper, and it's off the mark, no good. The rebound, though, picked up by Wenatchee as Haley Wall has it. Haley's going to run coast to coast. She'll shoot it from 5, off the mark, no good. Chases down her own rebound, though. Nice job. She'll hand it off to Dalton Thomas. That's Mason Brown. Brown shoots and scores! Mason Brown with the bucket. And Wenatchee reclaims the lead here. Our third lead change of the ball game. 16-14 our score. Here come the Wildcats. Back the other way. I think this is Leo Soto Gallardo with the ball right now as he spins to the thrill and amazement of the crowd. He's going to shoot it from the free throw line. Missed the shot. Rebound. Saved in bounds. Oh, nice attempt there underneath for Eastmont. As we'll try to get the name on that. Cooper Young with the nice attempt underneath, but it's out to Wenatchee. And so the Panthers bring the ball up as Haley Wall will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Pass it down low for the drive. And here's the shot of the way. Off the window, a little bit too strong that time. and off the mark. But a rebound offensive by Elizabeth Chavilicek, the helper. And now we got a little tie-up out there as Mason McCray will get the ball and get a chance here for the Wenatchee Panthers. Shot up off the mark, no good, but an offensive rebound. Mason McCray with a chance again. No, off the mark, no good. Let's see if we can get it in another one. Just a little bit too strong and to the left. And now Wall wants to take the shot. Emily gets her own rebound. Put back, no good. One more chance here underneath for Mason McCray. It's off the mark. They want to really give Mason a chance to get a bucket here. Helping him out, it's in! Mason McCray gives Wenatchee a 4-point lead, 18-14. McCray turns to the fans across the way, puts a big thumbs up. You betcha, buddy. 12-10 to go. And again, a spin move at midcourt for Leo Soto Gallardo. The senior approaches the top of the key. Looking for the shot. Gets the go-ahead from Wenatchee. Shoots it. A little bit too strong, no good. They're going to give him another chance here. He'll shoot it again, and it makes it! Leo Soto Gallardo with the bucket. 18-16. To the cheer of the crowd here. Here's a drive and a shot by Wenatchee. Off the mark for Haley Wall. And the rebound picked up by Eastmont. Back the other way comes Cooper Young. He'll dribble it down, lay it up with the right hand. Good! Cooper Young with the bucket. Ties the game at 18 with 11:20 to go here in the first half. Wenatchee brings it back the other way with the help of Dalton Thomas. Dalton will feed down low into the hands of Daniel George. He'll shoot the shot, miss it, but Walls with the rebound, put back. It's good. Haley Wall with her first points of the game. Back and forth we go. What a game here tonight. Emily Hensley will bring the ball up here for Eastmont. Doing a great job with that dribble. Going to drive down the baseline. Going to drive it in, shoot it up close. Good. How about that drive? And the bucket for Emily Hensley. Tied the game at 20. She wants to go over and get a big hug from her coach. Slaps 5. There you go. Turnaround shot from the baseline right side. A little bit too strong there for Daniel George. Rebound is defensive, picked up by Cooper Young. We've already seen him go coast to coast. We'll see if he does it again. Down the right side, layup is off the mark. No good. Got his own rebound, though. He's looking for his teammates. He's going to feed it outside to Hensley. Emily's going to drive it down again. Defense comes out on her this time. So she'll back it up and find a teammate. And she gives it up to Zach Beasley. Zach, the ball goes from him off to Leo Soto Gallardo. He'll shoot it from the free throw line. Just off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound put back a little bit too strong underneath there by Cooper Young. Cooper's going to back it away. Defense comes out on him by Haley Wall. He'll drive it, shoot it, miss the shot. It goes out of bounds and will be another substitution. We're at 10 minutes even left here in the first half, and so now more substitutions for either side here. And a reminder, our broadcast on the NCW Life Channel brought to you in part by Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Take a walk on the wild side. Wenatchee Valley YMCA for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. It's the Wenatchee Valley YMCA. Well, as we bring you this broadcast, coming up next at 2 o'clock today, it's Trail and Wenatchee Wild Hockey from back in December. Coming up at 5 o'clock today, it's Eastmont and Wenatchee girls basketball at 5. That'll be followed by boys basketball at 7 from back in early December, the first game of the season for both those clubs. Coming up on Tuesday, Moses Lake at Eastmont and wrestling live here on the NCW Life Channel. More wrestling live on Wednesday as Wenatchee hosts Eisenhower. And then don't forget our new concert series, the Concert in the Garden series with RLS Entertainment. Pete Rivera and Rare Earth coming your way on Wednesday night at 9 o'clock right here on the NCW Life Channel. So we got the substitutes out there. Looks like some familiar faces on the floor for Wenatchee and for Eastmont. As we have a drive down the floor for the Wildcats by Andrew Henney. Henney wants to pass it out. He'll find some help from his big helper out there, Calvin Hooper. Hooper trying to find some assistance. He does. And now they're trying to get, I think, Ramos Garcia to dribble it here. Jenny starts the drive. Lost the handle there, but she collects it back. Is in tight in front of the rack. Eyeing the shot. Puts it up. Missed the shot. One more chance for her. Orlando Anguiano out there for the first time as well. And a bucket for Jenny Ramos Garcia. Nice job following her own shot. Wenatchee's got to bring the ball in from underneath out of bounds, so the helpers do that as it's Kate Springer out there as a helper. She'll hand it off to Chase Alley. Chase will dribble it up. Defense comes out, so Chase backs it away, lobs it off for the helper. That's Ellie Toth with it. Now a feed down low for the right shot from the left side with the right hand by Gavin Zufall. He's got the bucket, and we're tied again at 22. How about that? Eastmont got a little quick on the trigger there. Andrea Hanney wanted to bring that ball up quickly, but you got to bring it in from out of bounds, so they'll do so. With 8:20 to go here in the first half, tied up at 22. And it's a unified basketball game on the NCW Life Channel. Orlando Anguiano tried to pass off to his teammate. Zufall steps in front, dribbles it down from the left side. He'll shoot it and score. Gavin, very excited about unified basketball, very excited about Wenatchee sports. I can't tell you how many messages Gavin has sent us on Facebook about Go Panthers and are you going to be there? NCW Life, you're going to put us on TV. You betcha, Gavin. Absolutely. Ball stolen out near midcourt. Stolen away by Chase Alley. Chase looking for some help. Going to throw way down in the corner. And picking it up down there is Mason Brown. Mason's going to shoot it. Ooh, off the mark, off the back of the iron. Zufall collects the rebound. Put back on the way. Good. Gavin Zufall. A little run here for Wenatchee as it's a 26-22 ball game. It's been close throughout. We've had 7 ties, 4 lead changes here in this unified basketball game. Eastmont, the helper, trying to hand it off. Calvin Hansen handed it off momentarily, but he ends up bringing it across the timeline here as Isaac Carter. Now the shot from outside, just off the mark, no good. Nice attempt by Anguiano, I believe that was. And we're going to get the ball out to Wenatchee as it goes out of bounds. So we'll get everybody straight here with 6:40 to go here in this running clock first half. They change every 5 minutes, change the lineups. Now bringing it up the floor for Wenatchee, Mason Brown. He'll stop, shoot in the paint, missed the shot, no good. Rebound picked up by Chase Alley. Alley looking at that defense, tightly applied by Luis Prado. Now the feed outside for a long two-pointer. Rims off the back of the iron, no good by Brown. Underneath, it is Alley again on the rebound. Put it back up, off the mark, no good. Zufall, rebound, put back, good. 14 points for Gavin Zufall. And Wenatchee out to its largest lead now at 6 at 28-22. Wildcats bringing it up the floor here as it is Jenny Ramos Garcia. Ramos Garcia stops at the free throw line, looks for a helper, gets it from Calvin Hansen. He'll pass it back outside to Andrew Hanney. Hanney shoots a long three-pointer, just a little short, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds to Wenatchee. 5:34 to go, just a few seconds away from another change in the lineup here as it gets awfully quick. So the Panthers' Mason Brown had it. He'll pass it off to a helper, Ellie Toth. Toth back to Zufall. Zufall hands it over on the pass there for the drive by Chase Alley. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound tapped around. Zufall collects it for the Panthers. He'll bring it to the free throw line, bounce it down to the helper, Kate Springer. Springer brings it outside for the shot. How about that? Drain for Mason Brown. That's his 4th point, and we're here to our next changeover of lineups between these two clubs. We'll take another break and come back. You're watching Unified Basketball, Eastmont at Wenatchee from Eastmont High School. We're back after this on the NCW Life Channel. Welcome back to Eastmont High School. We've made the transitions here for the final 5 minutes of the first half. And it is Eastmont basketball as their helper will bring it up, and that's Isaac Carter. Carter with a bounce pass underneath to Eric Card. Card wants to shoot it from there. Waits for the defense to fly by him. He'll shoot and score. So Eric Card for Eastmont, Gavin Zufall for Wenatchee, the two high scorers here. As Wenatchee gets it back. Thank you. That's who I thought it was. All right. Tanner Cornett out there. Here's a shot from the free throw line, extended by Christian Cruz off the mark. He'll get it back, shoot it again. Ribs won't fall. Rebound picked up by Eastmont. Wenatchee leads it by 6, 30-24. Eastmont trying to find another counter here as they're on the floor. And Isaac Carter looking for help, directing traffic. Now feeds inside to Gabby Seha. She'll shoot it underhand. Oh, off the mark, no good. Rebound by Eric Card. He'll put it back up and good. (30-26). Wenatchee by 4. Here come the Panthers. Dribbling it off of his foot. Daniel George lost the ball. Let's see if it goes out of bounds here, and they will say it is out to Eastmont. Russ Waterman, the official, right there on the spot. Inbounds pass comes in. Now they're going to hand the ball off to Tanner Cornett. Tanner going to take it down the lane with a little help from a push from behind. Cornett with a shot. Good! Tanner Cornett for 2. The sophomore with the bucket. And it's a 2-point game, 30-28. Panthers back. Kate Springer with the ball. She's going to hand it off to Christian Cruz. He'll shoot from the free throw line. It rattles off, no good. Offensive rebound. Back to Cruz outside. He'll take a dribble step. Stop at the free throw line. Shoot from there. Off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Eastmont. Off to Eric Card. Card sizing up the defense. 2-on-3 here. Takes it down himself. Stops in the paint. Finds some help. Now they're going to pass it off. And here's a shot from the left side. A little bit too strong, but Card there for the rebound. Watch for the putback. Here it comes. Good. Eric Card making it happen for Eastmont. And we've got our 8th tie of the ball game. That was a good shot by Megan Buchholz, but she just missed it just a little bit. Daniel George with the ball, dribbling it out top. He's going to hand it off to Mason McCray. Mason comes in the paint, down the right side, shoots the shot, just off the rim, no good, but an offensive rebound. They get it back to Mason again. Mason shoots, it's up, good! Mason McCray with 4 points. Wenatchee by 2, 32-30. Back into the hands of Tanner Cornett with a little help from Calvin Hansen. Across the midcourt stripe, looks up, gives a thumbs up and a wave to the family in the crowd. He'll stop in the paint. Here comes the shot for Cornett, off the mark. No good. It goes out of bounds and out to Wenatchee. Minute 48 to go here in the half. 32-30. It is Wenatchee leading it by 2. Great crowd, great atmosphere here tonight at Eastmont High School. Red zone in fine fashion across the way. It's Christian Cruz again. He'll stop and pop off the mark. No good. Rebound, though, back to him. Cruz with another opportunity from the free throw line. Rims and just won't fall. Eric Card with a rebound for Eastmont. Trying to tie it up here before half. Minute 21 to go in the half. Brings it across the midcourt stripe. He'll stop from the free throw line. Pass it outside to his helper. Now they'll get it into the hands. Let's see who's got it now. Drive down the paint. They only have the numbers on the backs of the jerseys, and it's good with the shot. As soon as she turns around, I'll be able to get her name, and that is Gabby Seha with her first bucket. And we're tied again at 32, 54 seconds left. Mason McCray with a heads-up dribble down the lane. He goes. Mason stops, pops, rims out, no good. Rebound offensive. Back to Cruz. He'll shoot it off the window and through. Christian Cruz is in the books. He's got 2 points. Wenatchee back out front, 34-32. 35 seconds left here in the half. Gabby Seha dribbles it across the midcourt stripe, looking for some of her teammates. As Eric Card is inside the paint, they're going to hand it off left side. Here comes a shot off the mark, no good, but Card with a rebound. His putback on the way is good. Eric Card with the follow. Off of the 10 seconds left. 9, 8, the ball fumbled across midcourt. Wenatchee picks it up. Panthers have it with 3, with 2 seconds, with 1. Turning, driving, Daniel George at the buzzer. Off the mark, no good. We are tied at 34 at halftime. We will take a break and come back and get you more here from the half at Eastmont High School with this unified basketball game between the Panthers and the Wildcats coming up next on the NCW Life Channel. Halftime here, all tied in this unified basketball game between Eastmont and Wenatchee at 34-34. Our official tonight, one of our two officials, is Russ Waterman. Russ, very seldomly do we come to an athletic event and see smiles on everybody's faces.
It's a great night. It's a great night for the kids, for our community, the two schools. I mean, out of all the nights that we do this, it really is an awesome event.
We talked to the coaches before the game, and we talked about how hard these kids work to do this, and I wanted your perspective on that as well, because they really do.
Oh, they do. They practice 2, 3, 4 days a week, and the coaches are working with them. The other student athletes are working with them. It's an awesome deal, and for them to be here and see both student sections and the band and the fans, it's incredible. It's memories.
I've talked to so many people that came out to when we did the broadcast for the game at Wenatchee last year, and they said, we got to come. I mean, that's the coolest event we've seen in high school in a long time.
Yeah, it really is. It's one of those things, if we could have this at every event, not just unified, but every basketball game, every football game, this kind of a community spirit, this kind of school spirit, this is really what it's about.
What's great, too, is, aside for the band here, you got the cheerleaders here. I'm also seeing varsity players for all the other sports that are here as well.
Yeah, they make a big deal about this. They cut practices short. Get a quick meal, come on back, and let's root them on. And what's great is listening to everybody rooting for each team. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Okay, Russ, thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.
All right, you ready to switch, and I'll do the broadcast?
We could, but I don't think I would make it. So.
Thanks, Eric.
Russ Waterman joining us here at halftime. We'll come back and get you ready for second half action coming up next on the NCW Life Channel. Welcome back once again here to Eastmont High School. Halftime all tied at 34 in this matchup between the Panthers and the Wildcats in unified basketball. A couple of things to mention coming up. The Special Olympics Polar Plunge is Saturday, February 10th. You can contact the Wenatchee Parks Department. They run the Special Olympics program in Wenatchee in the Winter Games. That event is a great fundraiser for the local program of Special Olympics. Again, the Polar Plunge coming up on Saturday, February 10th. And then, of course, the Special Olympics Winter Games in Wenatchee on March 2nd through the 4th, the opening ceremonies at the Town Toyota Center. And if you like what you're seeing here tonight with unified basketball here at Eastmont High School, we're going to be at Wenatchee here in a couple of weeks. You'll really love the opening ceremonies. I've had the honor of being the MC for that event for the last several years, ever since it's been at the Town Toyota Center after they moved it from Wenatchee High School. And that is just a spine-tingling event. That is a feel-good event that you don't want to miss. Again, Special Olympics Winter Games, March 2nd through the 4th, with the opening ceremonies Friday the 2nd at the Town Toyota Center. And they're still looking for volunteers right now for the Special Olympics Winter Games, for the games themselves. And so if you want to be part of that, you can contact the Wenatchee Parks Department office and find out more about how you can help out this huge event that's been in Wenatchee now for better than 25 years. So here we go, getting ready for second half action, and get the teams all set up here, as I think we'll be going opposite directions for this second half. And I believe it will be Wenatchee basketball to start it off. Wenatchee is out there with, let's see, it's Mason Brown and Jake Baird, as well as Peyton Keeler. And the helpers, looks like Jaden Griggs is out there. Nope. Okay, they're going to bring Jake out and put Gavin Zufall in. Trying to see who the other helper is for Wenatchee. Meanwhile, for Eastmont, it is Leo Soto Gallardo who collects the ball out at midcourt. He's going the wrong way, though. We got to get him to go the right way. There we go. Gavin Zufall comes out and says, hey, big fella, I think we need to come this way. Ball a little bit high for the pass to Cooper Young. Soto Gallardo gets the ball back. He'll shoot it off the front of the iron. No good. And the rebound picked up by Wenatchee. Quickly out is Mason Brown. Brown goes coast to coast. Too strong with a layup. No good. Rebound picked up defensively here for Eastmont. Wildcats have it. It is their helper out there, Alan Huff. Passes off left side. Cooper Young with a drive. Shot on the way. Good. So Cooper Young with the bucket. Just about everybody getting into the scoring column here for both teams tonight. And it's Eastmont back on front, 36-34, as we've had yet another lead change. 5 lead changes, 9 ties. Wenatchee led by as many as 6 in that first half. And again, Cooper Young with the drive, right hand from the left side. It's good. He's got 6 points in the ball game. Eastmont now out to its largest lead at 4 points to start the second half. Again, a running clock, and then every 5 minutes they'll shut it down. Here's a long 2 off the mark, no good from the right side by Mason Brown. Defensive rebound for Eastmont as their helper Alan Huff will bring it across the timeline. He'll pass it up to Cooper Young. Cooper's going to shoot the 3. It's short and will go out of bounds to Wenatchee. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Take a walk on the wild side. The Wenatchee Valley YMCA for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. It's the Wenatchee Valley YMCA. Gavin Zufall in the paint. He'll stop and pop from 5. It's good. Zufall with 16 in the ball game for Wenatchee. Gavin has come to play tonight. Gavin almost stole the ball away in the backcourt from Cooper Young, but Cooper up to the challenge. He'll dribble it across the timeline. Look for some help from Alan Huff. Huff will pass it out top to Leo Soto Gallardo. Shot rimming, won't fall. Rebound defensive for Wenatchee as Mason Brown comes up with it. He'll bring it up the far side, look for some help. They'll feed it back to him. He's going to shoot the long 3-pointer. A little bit too strong, no good. Eastmont in transition as their Isaac Carter out there giving some great help to Zach Beasley. There's Soto Gallardo again with the spin at midcourt. He'll stop from the free throw line. Shoot it from there. Nice form. Missed the shot, but an offensive rebound picked up by Cooper Young. Young's going to dribble it outside. Now he's going to shoot the 3-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound. Now the feed outside for Emily Hensley. Hensley got 2 in that first half, looking for her second bucket. Off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Wenatchee. Hensley turns and says, no, that's not so good. It is Wenatchee's helper, Jared Bishop. He'll bring it up into the hands of Peyton Keeler. Keeler with a shot. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound tapped. Picked up by Eastmont. As Alan Huff has it, the helper. They'll feed it ahead into the hands of Cooper Young. Young with a drive. Right-handed runner is good. Cooper Young, 6 quick points here in the second half. 40-36, Eastmont by 4. 21-28 left in the half. Minute 28 to go from our first substitutions here in the second half. A long shot again by Mason Brown, off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, they give it to Zufall. Gavin dribbles in the paint, stops and shoots from 5. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tapped outside, and Soto Gallardo had it. Oh, and then crashing down is Gavin Zufall. I think he's all right. They're going to help him up. He's got a smile on his face, so I think he's okay. And a big hand from the crowd here at Eastmont High School, as it is Cooper Young with the ball on the right side. Bounce pass across over near side for the drive by Hensley. Her shot is blocked, but let's see. I think we're going to get a foul called inside. Gavin Zufall, I think, is going to get whistled for the foul. Little discussion down in the corner as Emily Hensley was not too happy about the strong foul there. Now they're going to feed at the top of the key to Soto Gallardo. He'll shoot it from there. Rims won't fall. Rebound offensive. And let's see who they're going to get it to. It'll be Soto Gallardo again on the shot. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound defensive by Wenatchee, trailing it by 4. Just about to our first substitution here. Peyton Keeler set up nicely on the right block. He's going to shoot it from there off the window. A little bit too strong. Defensive rebound with 5, with 4, with 3. Let's see if they get one more chance at a shot here. The feed ahead, a little bit too strong. Nice try by Cooper Young, and that's going to be our first 5 minutes. So a substitution on the floor as we'll get new bodies out there. Kind of a rough and tumble start to our second half. We'll take a break and come back, get you more here from Eastmont High School during this unified basketball game with the score Eastmont 40, Wenatchee 36. We're back after this timeout. Inbounds pass comes in for Wenatchee to Haley Wall. Wall's going to dribble it up herself. Nobody there. She'll shoot it. Rims won't fall. Rebound offensive, though. And let's see. They're going to give it up to Jake Baird. Baird going to find his sweet spot in the key. Stops from about 5 feet out. Likes to get that hand up in the air. Right hand underneath the ball. And a shot on the way. A little bit too short. Nice rebound, though, offensively by the helper there. As they'll get it back to him. Mason Brown. And now the shot's good. Zufall. Or excuse me. Jake Baird with his 6th point of the ball game. Cuts it to 2. 40-38. Eastmont up by a deuce. Out there for the Wildcats, Andrew Henney will bring the ball in to Jenny Ramos Garcia. And Jenny will turn, see if she'll hand it back to him or she'll bring it up herself. Looks like she's going to bring it for a while. There we go. Across the timeline she comes. Out there as well, Luis Prado for Eastmont, along with Orlando Anguiano. They'll pass off to their helper, Kelvin Hansen. Hansen will hand it off to Anguiano. Shot from the elbow right. Missed. No good, but rebound. Come back on the way. Prado with the shot. It's off the mark. And a rebound strong here for Haley Wall. Wall wants to go coast to coast. Look out. Here comes the defense behind her. She shoots and scores. Nice drive by Haley Wall. She's got 4 points, and we're all tied at 40. It is our 10th tie of the ball game. 18-19 left in the second half. I don't know. We may go overtime in this one. You just never can tell. Orlando Anguiano with a nice dribble across the midcourt stripe. Heads up, passes it off to his helper, Kelvin Hansen. Hansen back out top. It comes to Henney. Andrew Henney wants to dribble over to the left side of the elbow. Down the paint he comes with a right hand for the left side. It's off the mark. No good. And again, another rebound strong for Haley Wall. Wall's going to hand it out to their helper. And here comes Grace Van Well back the other way. Grace down the lane she goes. Right side, stops at the baseline. Now she'll bring it inside and shoot it from the elbow. Ribs won't fall. We're going to give her another chance from the baseline right side. A little too strong. One more try for Grace. And it's go. Round out again. One more chance in close. It's good. There we go. Grace Van Well with the bucket and another lead change. That's our 6th lead change of the game. 42-40. High scoring affair here for Unified Basketball tonight. Luis Prado brings it across the midcourt stripe. Down the left side he goes. Defense comes on him, so he'll back it away. Finds some help from Andrew Henney. Henney with a lob pass across. A nice job collecting it by Anguiano. He'll shoot from there. Rims off, no good. Rebound offensive by Prado. Put back on the way. He missed it, but he's going to get his own rebound. Put back, good! Luis Prado for the 2. A tie again. 11 ties here in the ball game. Now Emily Wall down the lane. She'll go. Put it up and good. Wow, no waiting at all. Haley says, I'll take that coast to coast and lay it in. 16:32 to go here in the second half. 44-42. Wenatchee's reclaimed the lead here as Eastmont will try to come back and tie it up. Calvin Hansen, the helper, will hand it off right side to Anguiano. He'll shoot from way downtown. Ooh, off the mark. No good. Didn't miss by much, though. Offensive rebound underneath by Luis Prado. Prado has the defense come out on him, so he'll dribble at the top of the key, go down the right side of the lane, tried to pass it off to his teammate Ramos Garcia. She's in the paint. She'll collect it now. She's got a wide open shot, so she'll shoot it from 4 feet away. Rims off the back of the iron. No good, but a rebound back to her. She'll put it back up again from the left hand. Ooh, a little bit too close in. Ball rims off. One more chance. It's good. Jenny Ramos Garcia, the senior, with the bucket. She's got 4 in the ball game, and we're tied again at 44-44. Jake Baird with the ball now, top of the key. Down the lane he goes, getting some help, lining it up. Jake looking for his second bucket of the second half. Defense came out on him. He shoots. Oh, just off the front of the iron. No good, but a good offensive rebound there for the Wenatchee Panthers. Second shot, good. Nice follow-up for Jake Baird. And Wenatchee reclaims the lead 46-44. Just about to our next stoppage of the clock in order to get a transition here for the bodies. Luis Prado out beyond the perimeter. What the defense by Haley Wall. She's on him like glue. Here's a long three-point launch off the back of the backboard. No good for Orlando Anguiano. And that's going to be it here with another timeout on the floor and some more substitutions coming your way. We're coming to you from Eastmont High School tonight on the NCW Life Channel. Still to come this week in our broadcast schedule, we're talking about Call of the Wild and Clarkie's Corner on Thursday. That'll be followed by West Kelowna and Wenatchee Wild Hockey at 7:15. That's on Thursday, January 18th. Friday, January 19th, it's Eastmont and Wenatchee Girls live here on the NCW Life Channel, followed by the boys at 7. Then on Saturday, January 20th, wrestling action between Davis and Wenatchee. That'll be at 2, followed at 7 o'clock by Wenatchee Eastmont Girls Bowling. That's all coming up here on the NCW Life Channel. So new bodies on the floor. We'll get the names as they go. Here's a shot from the free throw line by Christian Cruz. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tapped around underneath. It's picked up by Eric Card. Eric's going to take it back the other way. Down the lane he goes, stops and pops, and it's no good. Got his own rebound, though. He'll put it back up and good. Eric Card with the bucket. Tied again at 46. Our 13th tie of this game. Close one here tonight. Daniel George with the ball now. From the elbow. Dribbles it in a little bit closer. He'll shoot it off the back of the board. No good. Get the rebound back, though. Shot a little bit too strong. And now the handoff to Christian Cruz. He'll shoot. Ooh, it's off the mark. No good. Cruz got his own rebound, though. He'll put it up from 10. Good. Swish. Christian Cruz with the nice bucket. Eastmont basketball. Tanner Cornett, the sophomore, crosses the midcourt stripe. Going to take it down. Let's see if he'll try to pass it. He tried to pass it off. The ball stolen away by Christian Cruz. Cruz back the other way. Trying to expand on a 2-point lead. Shot from the free throw line. Ooh, rims off, no good. Rebound outside to Eric Card. Card up the far sideline. Dribbling with that left hand expertly. Down the lane he goes. Stops and pops. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. No, they save it in. Right to Eric Card. He'll go back. Stop in the paint. Shoot and miss the shot. Got his own rebound again, though. Gonna try it again. No, he's gonna hand it out to his teammate. Nice job of looking for help from Seha. Gabby's shot underhanded off the backboard and a little bit too strong. Here's a rebound to Christian Cruz. Cruz down the left side of the lane. Gonna look and shoot from 6 feet. Rims won't fall. Rebound picked up defensively by Isaac Carter, the helper for Eastmont. Carter with a heads-up dribble. Gonna get everybody in place here. Trailing it by 2 with 12:57 to go here in the second half. Carter comes up to the top of the key. Looking, bounce pass inside. Turn around in the paint is Megan Buchholz. It's good! Megan with her first bucket of the ball game. Good job for Megan Buchholz. She gets in the score column and ties the game. Our 14th tie of the game, tied at 48. Wenatchee's helper, Dalton Thomas out there. Dalton trying to clear room here for Mason McCray. Mason had a couple of buckets in that first half, and he makes the first shot this time around. Turns and looks at his bench and says, "You betcha, baby." Nice job, Mason. 5'4" junior for Wenatchee comes through in the clutch. Gabby Seha, top of the key. Looking. She's going to shoot it from there, or was it a pass? We'll say that was a pass. As her helper tracks it down. Good job by Calvin Hansen. Hansen's going to hand it off to Tanner Cornett. Cornett in close, going to shoot it from the right side. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, is picked up. Handed out to Eric Card. Card's going to shoot it and miss the shot. Got his rebound, though. Here's the putback in close. Rattles won't fall. Rebound picked up by Wenatchee. Thomas comes up with it for the Panthers. And look at that defense applied by Megan Buchholz. The ball nearly stolen away. Eric Card stepped in front. It goes out of bounds. It'll be out to Wenatchee. Christian Cruz will bring it inbounds to Kate Springer, their helper. Go high post with it. Now the drive down the lane for Daniel George. Rims off with a shot, no good. Eastmont with a rebound. 11-12 to go here in the half. Panthers lead it by 2. See if Eastmont can tie it back up again. Their helper, Isaac Carter, directing traffic. Trying to find help down in the paint. He found Eric Card. Card trying to get him to pass it off. And he shoots and scores. Eric Card with his second bucket of the second half, and we're tied again here at 50, all with 10:47 to go. One more chance for Wenatchee on the offensive set here before we get our next substitutions. Here's Daniel George with the drive. The shot too strong off the window, no good. Rebound to Isaac Carter, the helper for Eastmont. Wildcats in transition with 30 seconds to go. They're going to hand it off for the turnaround shot on the way by Buchholz. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, hit her glasses. The glasses hit the floor, but there's Eric Card to put it back and good. Eric Card gives us another lead change, our 7th lead change of the ball game. 52-50, 10 seconds to go. Daniel George with the ball for Wenatchee. Is he going to stop and shoot it from here? 4 seconds left before the next substitutions. Got his own rebound on the miss. Looking for some help. He'll start the dribble, stop at the right elbow, and shoot it from there. Rims off, no good, but an offensive rebound picked up by Wenatchee's Kate Springer. She'll feed it back inside. Here's the shot for George. It's off the mark, no good, and we're going to get a timeout called as we are to our next substitution mark with 10 minutes to go here in the second half. 52-50. Eastmont leads it by 2. We're back after this 30-second timeout on the NCW Live channel. You're watching Unified Basketball here on the NCW Life channel. Eric Grandstrom with you, along with Jay Seaback and Michael Price on our cameras here tonight. Appreciate you joining us here from Eastmont High School. It's been a very entertaining game so far as we have a 2-point differential. Eastmont up by 2, 52-50. And the Wildcats ball. Cooper Young out there for Eastmont, along with his helper Alan Huff. Back coming across the midcourt stripe, Leo Soto Gallardo. As Young looking for some help, feeds left side. And let's see, they're going to give a chance here for Zach Beasley, I believe. Beasley's going to pass it off. Nice job by Zach. Cross-court pass over to Cooper Young. Young's going to drive it. Kick it outside for the pass, but the ball gets a little bit too high for Soto Gallardo. Leo, see if they're going to give him the ball back. They are. Leo turns wrong way, comes out towards midcourt. Just wanted to see if everybody was paying attention. Soto Gallardo from the top of the key, a little bit too strong or a little too weak with the shots, and the ball tapped out of bounds. It goes out to Wenatchee. 9:12 left here in regulation. 52-50. There will be no overtime. I was told that by the officials. Russ Waterman and Jim Beeson in between the break there. Here comes Grace Van Well. Drives right side. Shot up, little too strong. Rebound picked up on the weak side by Eastmont's Cooper Young. He'll drive it down the paint, put it up with the right hand. A little too strong, no good. Rebound, another one for Haley Wall. Wall says, I'm going to take this myself. Brings it across the midcourt stripe. She's going to take it down the lane. Stop and pop from 6. Rims off, no good. Rebound picked up by Eastmont. As right there for the position was Cooper Young. Pass outlet to Alan Huff. Huff comes near side to Emily Hensley. Hensley back to Huff. I think Eastmont trying to pump up Zach Beasley for maybe another opportunity. Soto Gallardo drives, shoots off the backboard, no good. They get the ball back to him though. Here's another shot, and it's good! Leo Soto Gallardo has got 4 in the ball game. 54-50. Nice job for Soto Gallardo. Here comes Wenatchee back. It is Haley Wall. She'll feed to Grace Van Well. Women power here, a little too strong on the shots. And Wenatchee's going to chase it down though. Nice job by Griggs on chasing down the rebound. They get it up to Peyton Keeler. Peyton looking for a shot from the left side. He'll put it up with the right hand off the backboard and rims off. No good. Rebound picked up by Eastmont. 7:33 to go here in the second half. Huff, bounce pass over left side to Cooper Young. Cooper backs it away. Defense comes out on him, so he'll keep the dribble alive. And now bounce pass across into the paint. And here we go, handoff to Emily Hensley. Shot on the way, good! Emily Hensley with her 4th point of the game. 56-50, Eastmont out to its largest lead. Wall driving down, directing traffic, hands it off to Peyton Keeler. Keeler has the defense come out on him. He's got Grace Van Well behind him, but Keeler's going to shoot it, and it's a little short, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Wall gets it, put back, and good. How about Haley Wall? She's got 6 in the second half. 56-52 the score. Down the lane, Cooper Young goes. He'll drive it, shoot it. Too strong off the window. Rebound picked up for Wenatchee by Griggs. She'll hand it off for Haley Wall. Wall dribbling down, shoots it from 8, rattles off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound is defensive for Isaac Carter. Helper gets it ahead quickly to Cooper Young. Young down the right side, lays it up, good! 10 points for Cooper Young off the bench here for Eastmont, 58-52. Panthers need an answer with 6:12 to go here in the half. The helper bringing it up is Elizabeth Chavilacek. She'll hand it off to Grace Van Well. Grace is going to drive down the right side, shoot it from there. Rims won't fall. She got the rebound back though. Shoot it up again. Rims won't fall again. And a defensive rebound this time for Cooper Young. Nice attempt for Grace Van Well. Just couldn't get it. Young with the drive. Again, a little too strong. And the ball is nearly tipped back in. The baseball pass out near midcourt to Chavilacek, the helper. She'll stop, look, feed back outside to Wall. Her shot off the right side, no good. Rebound defensive with 5:32 to go. Maybe one more chance before another substitution here. Change for the Eastmont Wildcats. Huff with it on the right side. Passes out top into the hands of Hensley. Emily drives it down the lane. She'll stop and shoot it from the left side. Miss it. Rebound offensive. Put back on the way. Missed again, but got her own rebound. Put back again. Good! Emily Hensley. Couple of buckets in a row here for Eastmont. They lead it by 8, 60-52. 5:03 to go. Wall quickly back the other way. Down the lane. The ball blocked away. We're going to get a 5-minute check on the clock. So that means substitutions here for both sides. So one more 5-minute round to go. We're going to take a quick break and come back. 60-52, Eastmont on top. We're back after this on the NCW Life Channel. (60-52). That's what the scoreboard says. Eastmont by 8, but more importantly, we've got Wenatchee basketball coming this way. Let's see. They don't change ends, do they? I think it should be Eastmont basketball or Wenatchee basketball underneath the Wenatchee end. I'm not sure how this is working here. Our officials have lost total control of what's happening. It is mayhem. Inbounds pass comes in as Wenatchee hands it to Chase Alley. Alley shoots, misses, got the rebound. Back again. Back to Chase again. Chase shoots it again. Good! Chase Alley gets the first bucket of the game. Was that a dab? I think it was a dab. It was. 60-54. Inbounds pass in the backcourt comes into Eastmont's Luis Prado. Prado dribbles it up. Defense comes out. He'll dribble around the defense. Look for some help from his helper, Calvin Hansen. Hansen nearly had the ball knocked away by Chase Alley. Chase is pestering the ball handler. Luis Prado collects it. Now left side it goes to Andrew Henney. His shot off the mark, no good. Rebound defensively picked up by Mason Brown. Mason back the other way he goes. He'll lob a pass across over to Ellie Toth. Toth hands it off to Jake Baird. Jake gonna line it up again here. Stops about 5 feet away. Eyes the backet. Got a little help there. Shot on the way, a little short, no good. But they got the offensive rebound. Now the rebound back to Jake Baird from 5 feet. Eyes it, shoots it, makes it. 6 points in the second half for Jake Baird. It's a 4-point differential, 60-56. Inbounds pass to Prado. Prado's going to bring it up here for Eastmont. Stops across the midcourt stripe. The defense comes out on him. He'll drive it down the left side of the lane. Stop at the baseline. Look at the shot. Bring it back outside. Again with the handy dribble. His shot off the window, no good. Defensive rebound for Eastmont, or for Wenatchee. Picked up by Ellie Toth. Toth hands it off to Chase Alley. Chase wants to dribble it up the court. Has help from Mason Brown. Shoots it, missed it. Rebound tapped around, picked up by Alley. Chase gonna shoot it again, and it's a little too strong. Got it back though. Here's another chance for Chase. Off the back of the board, no good. Rebound, offensive, handed off to Mason Brown. Mason shot, good! Oh, they're going to say that's Max Hunter. I apologize. I had been calling. Oh, that's why. I had Max's 32. They got two 22s on Wenatchee's lineup. Okay, so Max Hunter, we're going to get a timeout taken here by Eastmont. Timeout taken by the Wildcats with a 60-58 score with 2:17 to go by Megan Gehring. Megan, get everybody lining up here. And so, again, Max Hunter is number 22 for Wenatchee. They got two 22s out there. So Max Hunter, I apologize, with 6 points here for the Panthers. So after the timeout, we'll have 2:17 to go here in regulation. Again, no overtime. I had a little birdie whisper to me that no matter what, I have a feeling the scoreboard will say tied at the end of this one. So we've been keeping track here. This has been a great game. Both sides fighting valiantly on their behalf, on their school's behalf. And these two teams will meet again coming up here in a couple of weeks on January 25th at Wenatchee High School. And we'll be there for it here on the NCW Life Channel. 2:17 to go in the second half. 60-58. We've had 15 ties, 7 lead changes. You talk about some good basketball. Stem winder here at Eastmont High School. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Take a walk of the wild side. And the Wenatchee Valley YMCA for the youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. It is the Wenatchee Valley YMCA. So I think we're ready to go here. It is Eastmont ball because they had the ball when the timeout was called. I think they scored right after that whistle sounded for the timeout. Looks like the same lineups for both sides. As the inbounds pass will come in, they'll get it out to Orlando Anguiano. The shot off the mark, no good. They got the rebound. And Anguiano shoots one up again. It's no good. A rebound put back on the way is no good. That was a miss from outside. Now another shot for Anguiano. Not good, but the rebound put back on the way is trying to see who had that. And this shot is good. Orlando Anguiano got his first bucket. And here come the Panthers back the other way. Max Hunter with the drive. He's going to pass it off to his helper. Now back to the drive here down the right side. Shot off the window. Beautiful shot. Good for Chase Alley. Alley with 4 points. 62-60. Inbounds pass comes in. Right side down the lane goes Eastmont with the drive and the shot off the mark. No good, but an offensive rebound tapped away. There's Chase Alley knocking the ball away. Chase up the near sideline. Wenatchee trailing it by 2 with 1:10 left here in the second half. Alley stops at the top of the key. Defense comes out. She'll feed down to some help down low. Max Hunter with a shot. Good! We're tied! Max Hunter with the bucket. Tied at 62. Hunter turns. We got a timeout taken by Wenatchee now with 52 seconds left. How about this one? 62-62. And even though we got a timeout, Anguiano takes it down and shoots it. He made it. It won't count because we have a timeout on the floor. How about that? Our broadcast also brought to you in part by the Windmill Restaurant and the Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club. And we appreciate the sponsorship and help of Confluence Health, Wenatchee's premier treatment center for all sports-related injuries. Should we get an injury timeout? It is sponsored by Confluence Health. 52 seconds left in this one. All tied at 62. A reminder, Special Olympics Polar Plunge coming up on Saturday, February 10th. Help support those plungers. And then coming up on March 2nd through the 4th, it's the Special Olympics Washington Winter Games right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Opening ceremonies on Friday, March 2nd at the Town Toyota Center. Don't miss out. It's a special event with all of these athletes involved here throughout the state of Washington, coming right here to the Wenatchee Valley on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, March 2nd through the 4th. So tied at 62. Inbounds pass. Luis Prado will have it for Eastmont after the Wenatchee timeout. Prado bounce pass in, gets it into Orlando Anguiano. Orlando passes off to his helper, Calvin Hansen. Hansen had the ball knocked away from him, and it's picked up by Chase Alley. Boy, Chase has been a defensive star here in the second half for the Wenatchee Panthers. Alley looking for help, lobs it up ahead and almost too high for Ellie Toth. Toth down, now the feed inside to Max Hunter. Shot good! Max Hunter for 2. He's got 4 in the second half. 8 of the ball game, 64-62. Here we go, last shot. Eastmont with the basketball. Now the drive down the left side, Luis Prado with a shot. Rims won't fall. Rebound offensive as Jenny Ramos Garcia has it with 6 seconds, with 5, with 4. She will shoot it at the buzzer, off the mark, no good. Got her own rebound. Putback is on the way, and it's off the mark, no good. One more rebound. Here's her chance of the putback. She got a little bit too close there, and they need to back her up. Here's the shot. Ramos Garcia again with the shot. They're going to give it to her again. Ramos Garcia underhand, good at the buzzer, and the game ends in a tie. 64-64. How about that? What a game it was as they shake hands out at center court. Unofficial totals in the ball game. Jake Baird with 10 points. Mason McCray with 6. 16 points for Gavin Zufall. 8 points for Haley Wall, 6 for Mason Brown, 4 for Chase Alley, 2 for Peyton Keeler, 8 points for Max Hunter, 4 for Grace Van Will, and 4 points for Kristen Cruz. Meanwhile, for Eastmont, 6 for Jenny Ramos Garcia, including the one that tied the game at the end. Orlando Anguiano with 2, Emily Hensley with 6. 24 points for Eric Card tonight for Eastmont. 2 for Gabby Seha, 2 for Tanner Cornett, 2 for Andrew Henney, 4 points for Megan Buchholz, 4 points for Leo Soto Gallardo, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points for Cooper Young. That's your totals, or excuse me, and then 4 points for Luis Prado. So everybody got in the scorebook here tonight for both teams. We'll take a break and wrap it up here from Eastmont High School. Coming up next, again, our final score, all tied at 64-64. We're back to wrap it up right after this. Jenny Ramos Garcia with the game-tying shot at the buzzer for Eastmont. What a game here at Eastmont High School. 64-64 the final between Eastmont and Wenatchee in this unified game here tonight. And everybody has smiles on their faces after this one. And we'll do it again here in a couple of weeks at Wenatchee High School. Thanks to our camera guys here tonight, to Michael Price and to Jay Seebeck. I'm Eric Granstrom. That's going to do it from Eastmont High School in unified basketball tonight. Again, our final 64-64 tie as the two teams play great all night. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching Unified Basketball on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you in part by the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club, the Windmill Restaurant, Les Schwab Tires, Confluence Health, TC Slingers, and the Walkabout Grill. We now return to our regular programming on your source for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.